Vitamin K. The vitamin K is also called anti-hemorrhagic vitamin or coagulation vitamin. The vitamin K is a derivative of naphthoquinone attached to isoprenoid units. Vitamin K is the only fat-soluble vitamin with a specific coenzyme function. It is also required for the production of blood clotting factors which are essential for coagulation. There are three types of vitamin K: vitamin K1, K2 and K3. Vitamin K1 is a phylloquinone vitamin which is found only in plants. Vitamin K2 is a menaquinone vitamin which is found in microorganisms and animals. Vitamin K3 is menadione which is the alkylated form. It has no isoprenoid units. So all the three vitamins K1, K2 and K3 are naphthoquinone derivatives. The isoprenoid side chain is present only in vitamins K1 and K2. The three vitamins are stable to heat, but their activity is lost by oxidizing agents, irradiation, strong acids and alkalis. Sources of vitamin K. The good sources of vitamin K are green leafy vegetables, cabbage, cauliflower and tomato. It is also present in egg yolk, meat, liver, cheese and dairy products. Metabolism of vitamin K. The vitamin K is synthesized by intestinal bacteria, so need not to be taken through diet, but the absorption of vitamin K depends on chylomicrons and bile salts, and it is finally stored in the liver. Biochemical functions of vitamin K. The vitamin K is mainly involved in post-translational modifications of clotting factors such as factor 2, 7, 9 and 10, which further undergo gamma carboxylation to get active forms. This picture is the picture of vitamin K cycle. First, the reduced vitamin K is converted to vitamin K epoxide by carboxylase enzyme by carboxylation, during which the glutamic acid is converted to gamma carboxyglutamate. The vitamin K epoxide is further converted to oxidized vitamin K by the enzyme epoxide reductase. The oxidized vitamin K is converted to reduced vitamin K by the enzyme vitamin K reductase. Carboxylation of clotting factors and their significance. All the pre-translational clotting factors contain glutamic acids at the ends of polypeptide chains, which are converted to gamma carboxyglutamic acid in the presence of carboxylase enzyme O2, CO2, vitamin K in quinone form, NADP plus and H plus. So these carboxylated clotting factors now possess two negative charges on their gamma carboxyglutamate, which in turn chelates with two positive charges of calcium. This complex converts prothrombin to thrombin. The bone protein osteocalcin also gets activated by gamma carboxylation and also other structural proteins of kidney, lung and spleen. This gamma carboxylation is inhibited by warfarin and dicomerol by competitive inhibition of epoxide reductase enzyme. So the antagonists of vitamin K are heparin, bis-hydroxycoumarin. They are also anticoagulants which act as antagonists of vitamin K. Recommended daily allowance of vitamin K. Actually, there is no RDA for vitamin K since it can be adequately synthesized in the gut. But however, recommended that half of the body requirement is provided in the diet while the other half is met from the bacterial synthesis. So the suggested RDA for an adult is 70 to 100 micrograms per day. Deficiency of vitamin K. Vitamin K deficiency is uncommon because its adequate supply is made by the intestinal bacteria and also through the diet. However, the deficiency may occur due to malabsorption syndrome, diarrhea, and antibiotic therapy. The symptoms of vitamin K deficiency may be bleeding and ecchymotic patches. Major feature of this vitamin K deficiency is increased bleeding time as well as increased clotting time. There is a disorder called hypervitaminosis K, where administration of large doses of vitamin K produce hemolytic anemia and jaundice, particularly in infants. This toxic effect is due to increased breakdown of RBC.